Morning, guys. Welcome, pattern traders. It is Wednesday, April 12th. We just got the CPI news. That's why we're getting the rest of the pump up here. If you're looking at it from a lower time frame perspective, nothing on the chart. Beautiful move to the top side right now. We are at that 1 hour order block, if I'm not mistaken. Probably going to get rejected here. Now, we'll see what happens when New York opens, if we're going to continue this pump or not. Um, if you zoom out a little bit and look at the higher time frame, we are still under that 3-day. Here we go. That 3-day equilibrium for the bearish order block. We're still under it. Likelihood, if we do happen to get above it, we're going to go straight for that $32,000 mark. Strictly, guys, I'm only looking for shorts, and I'm not shorting prematurely. I'm currently in a short right now because my model told me to short. I'm not hitting the short button just because I want to hit the short button. This is a fresh 3-day order block. This is a fresh 5-day bearish order block, guys, right? So if we just delete everything, and all we're looking at is just the order blocks, you have a fresh 5-day that's never been tapped. You have a fresh 3-day that's never been tapped. You have a fresh weekly that's never been tapped. So all that's left for now is for us to do what, right? Retest the 2-week mitigation block. See that green block? Green blocks, sub green blocks, meaning if there's a green block and you're under it, that is a mitigation block. Likelihood, if you retest that, it's going to be a retest of the mitigation block, which is bearish, right? So to me, everything that I've been building for myself is telling me that this is particularly a bearish indication. So I am short right now currently, and I will keep building my shorts and see what happens. I don't really build shorts unless I see over unders, and we are technically, I front ran the over under. That's why it went up to the top side. I front ran it. We're not in an over under yet. Like they'll daily still try to put one in. So once we close this gap over here, it will be officially an over under. Once we close this gap, it will be an over under where this comes up and this comes down. And at that point, it's going to be game over. But anyway, we discussed this for the past couple of weeks now, right? I've been talking about this trap that we need to do. That BTC likes to poke up and trap and go back down. So this isn't new. This isn't anything new to us, right? We've been talking about this. Likelihood of this taking place is pretty good probability. So you go up, you trap, you deviate, come back down, and then you collapse. But when you collapse, you don't stop at your first area of support. You go to your high time frame support. What's your high time frame support? If you go to the weekly, you have your weekly order block down here, bullish, I buy. 2-week order block down here, bullish, I buy. You have your 3-day order block down here, bullish, I buy. So there's so much like confluence pointing at between $20,000 and $22,000, give or take. First area of interest is between 24 and 25,000 with a wick to 23,000. So if you delete everything and you have nothing on your chart and you draw just one line, this is your first area of interest right here, right? First area of interest where you basically broke under. You could do it this way too. Hold on a second, right there. Where you basically broke under, came back down, retested, hit the mitigation block. This is your mitigation block. Remember that? Discussed it. Mitigation block. Boom. Further up. Now, in a beautiful bullish scenario, this doesn't stop here, right? In the beautiful bullish scenario, this goes straight for that retest. The retest is over here. Anywhere you want to put it, between $36,000 and $37,000. But because there's a mitigation block on a weekly, which is right there, likelihood is that we're going to end up going to $34,000 with a wick before any significant move to the downside. So I am going to position myself for a short. I don't care for the upside. I'm still holding 50% of my spot longs from down here. And again, those who have been in the Discord know that I've been holding on 50% of my spot longs to get rid of between $32,000 and $34,000. I might even get rid of them this weekend, to be honest with you, at 30,000. I don't know. I got to see how the charts look. It's our Greek Easter, so I won't be by the charts to be able to monitor it. Anyway, this is exactly what we're looking for right now. Very clean chart. There's nothing else that you need to see. Any move to the downside that is expected, you're talking about between $24,000 and $25,000 as your first target. If you're looking at the lower time frame, your first target will be, I think 27 is the main order blocks that we're looking for. 27. Let me see. Yeah, it is $27,000. This particular area should offer us some kind of bounce between 27.8 and 28.5, only because it was the breakout. So if you do happen to get something along the lines of this right here, you get something along the lines of this, say you do happen to go down. Wow, this is bad. I got to go lower time frame because it looks bad. 4 hour. Yeah, there we go. You could do happen to get something like this, or you break down. Likely something along the lines like this, or likely to do something like this, and then further on down, right? I don't expect these lows to hold us anymore. There's nothing down here for us. I don't expect this to hold us anymore. I do expect to see a reaction from 27,000s. Overall, though, guys, if you look at the higher time frame, I am expecting this, if this ends up getting rejected here, which I think it will, to carry on throughout the upcoming 2 weeks down to low 20s and mid 20s. That is my game plan right now. Get out of all this indication and then go into the oscillators. The daily, once we fill this gap, like I said to you guys earlier, this is going to be the over under for the daily. I already have an alert on it so we could actually monitor when the daily activates. I'll go when this comes down and this goes up and gets rejected. Likelihood we'll be putting in the over under. The daily RSX already has algo fire. All we're looking for right now is a red PT trend. Don't forget, we have no histo on the daily yet, guys. No histo on the daily yet. So get rid of the plot, get rid of the signal. I'm trying to do this video fast, guys. I'm sorry if I'm driving you guys crazy. Hold on a second, guys. My sinuses are killing this humidifier. Looking for a daily. Excuse me, sorry. Looking for a daily histo fire. Should be coming in within the next 3-4 business days. Today is Wednesday, so by Friday we should get it, if not Monday. That will be a decent dump. And what else did I want to tell you guys? 2 week, nothing. Everything looks. What it is? Yeah, look at where we are right now. We still have a lot of room to go up here. This thing has gas, man. This thing could actually go up to like 40s. Not today, not in a week, but just in general, this thing has gas to go to 40s. Like if you just like consolidate a little bit and then just poke up further higher, but that's like down the line. Yeah. Just try to match a previous pattern, 2 weeks, right? Probably gonna do something along the lines like this, where we're gonna go up and then come down and then boom, similar scenario. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about patterns right now. Strictly looking at what we discussed, we are at the 3-day bearish equilibrium. These things act like magnets. Open up your FEG. What do we have? Where's the FEG to the downside? 24.6, guys. Everything is pointing to mid and low 20,000s. Very fairly said. Oh, we're in the weekly. Ooh, Jesus. Pretty crosses here. May 22nd. Very interesting to say. These 36,000. Wow. Cross and down here. Go forward. Okay. Good to know. TMA bands. Where's the 2 week? That's all I care about. 2 week, 2 week, 2 week. Where are you? Get rid of all. Where's the 2 week? We're at the 2 week. Sink above that, man. It's gonna be very hard to get. You get above that, we're so bullish. Very hard. We should be at the weekly top, man. Yeah. We just tapped the weekly for the first time, guys. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Whatever's going on right now. Be very careful. I'm not telling anyone, this is not financial advice. Don't short blind. Do your own due diligence. Look at the oscillators, look at the patterns, look at your fib levels, look at any kind of confidence you need to be able to identify what we're dealing with right now. You are at, most important, forget about the TMA bands and all that other nonsense. Those are just brownie points. The most important thing for you to know is the order block indicator, guys. It indicates supply and demand. Weekly fresh, 5 days fresh, 3 days fresh, right? So very hard to get above these levels. A lot of supply here. If we do happen to get above, we are all wrong and we're fucking bullish. And then we all go celebrate because this thing is going to the moon. That ain't gonna happen, unfortunately. Right? So, guys, cheers. Trade safe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Otherwise, guys, short biased. Anything changes, I'll update you guys. Okay? Don't forget, guys, just look at the PT order block. Just look at the PT order block.